Executive Director and Department updates. Start with
Commissioners, just like to expound a little bit on that garage addition. We're planning on starting by May 1st, substantial completion by September 1st. We may start a little earlier if the weather permits, which started to look pretty good, but the antenna, I'm sure we could relocate that ahead of time, and probably start some groundbreaking. But once we open up there, we're gonna have to open up that south wall there, so we don't wanna start when it's still too cold outside, because some buses will probably have to be parked overnight outside, depending on how what stage we're at there. We got 2 new dial-a-ride CNG buses on the road now currently. Put them on just recently here, been running very well. Fuel mileage is about equal to what the diesels were again, so we're on a gallon equivalent basis, of course. The dispensers out there are calibrated to go on a gallon equivalent, diesel gallon equivalent, so it's a pretty easy matchup for what our mileage is, and they're doing well. A few issues there with the tank speed on top there. The height is taller than what the other buses were, so we had to do a little modification to the routes. We couldn't always go underneath all these canopies like we used to be able to. So other than that, they've been working well. We have 2 more on order now. They'll be delivery, what, Gary, about towards October, I think they're thinking, a little later, or what was the delivery on them?
The Champion?
Yeah, on the Champion.
Hopefully by midsummer.
Midsummer, okay.
how many CNG buses do we have?
How many CNG buses? We have a total of 25. 23 of the large buses and 2 of these, 6 of the smaller ones, sorry, 29.
Okay, 29. So how many are still in diesel?
10 diesel on the 35-foot buses, and actually 12 with the 2 old Gilligs that we use for backup there. We have 10 older new Flyers that are diesel, and then the 2 old Gilligs that are kept back for backup, which we occasionally do run. And then, of course, the MCI coaches are diesel also, which I was going to mention here shortly too. We are going to be replacing those 3 MCI coaches, waiting for that contract to be signed by Minn, of course. And if we can get that signed, from what we're understanding, in a near future, we may be able to see delivery on those by late July, which was considerably sooner than what we thought initially. We were talking like fall, October. So that would be pretty nice. The existing buses we've got now are 2000, 2001s, which are 17 years old, running between 450 and 525,000 miles on those buses now. So couple that with the corrosion and stuff that you see, it's getting to be more and more of a challenge to keep those buses on the road. We've been doing okay, but it's kind of, you never know when the next little glitch is going to happen. We've been keeping them going pretty good, but it sure would be nice to see those new ones come in this summer like we're hoping for here. Those will be diesel also because of resale. If we eventually have to sell these buses, CNG would make it impossible. They're for over-the-road coaches, there's just the infrastructure isn't there, so you'd never be able to sell them as a CNG-powered vehicle, so you're pretty much going to have to stay diesel in this case.
Is there a way on the coaches, and I know New Flyer does, their whole operation is now going to electric. Is there electric coaches?
Not for coaches, not in the case of the MCI coaches, no. And for transit buses, there are electric ones available, but the cost is obnoxious. They're well over $1 million a piece now, and then you have to have infrastructure to charge these batteries on these things. It's really way out there. Nothing that's that we're going to see in our working lifetime probably.
Oh no, we're not going to see it until we pay for the
station
out here. But the technology, from what I've seen in New Flyer, is from what I understand, it's bringing down those costs.
It is, but it's
futuristic.
Yeah, futuristic, right? And I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I mean, it can. Just a matter of when we can get those costs a little more in line. And they're constantly coming up with new technology on the batteries, which is a big thing there as far as driving range. Right now they're telling us they have some available that can get actually an 8-hour range on it, 8 running hours. Again, you have to have a charging system that will support that too, and also enough power supply too, which we're probably in pretty good shape there because we have a good power supply here with our CNG compressors. Those are a couple of 200 horsepower motors on those compressors, so we've got a pretty good power supply available. But again, the charging system itself is pretty expensive for an electric bus. I think it's a good technology, it's something that I support, but it just, that cost is so far out there, you know, it's.
Yeah, I just, because I've talked to New Flyer folks, and I know that's a big push for them. There
Yeah.
are a lot of contracts, but I know in the past, in fact, originally when we did the CNG, we always had an opportunity maybe to put in the fleet just as a, I don't know, if they kind of like the prototype.
Like a
that
demo
they've
bus.
had, without having to build all of that infrastructure in and help highlight what their operation is doing. I know they're looking with some big contracts that aren't here, but electric. But no, I wouldn't want us to abandon the.
There's several different ways
CNG.
of charging. They can do what they have, inductive charging out on the street. They can stop for just a few minutes underneath this thing, and it's wireless, okay?
I've seen
And
it,
they'll
yeah.
charge it, and they have to have your stop set up to kind of, but that's really expensive again, but it's a more practical way of doing it. But, then again, you can have a smaller charger at your facility that'll take an overnight charge, but then you have to have the bus parked for probably 12 hours or whatever the time frame would be. They got faster charging units that can do it in probably an hour or two, but now you've got a pretty huge power draw to replenish that supply. That thing used up in 8 hours. That takes quite a charge to get that kicked back in a couple hours time. So there are those issues there, you know.
No, I appreciate it. I just.
Actually, at Louisville, when I was down there for some training there last fall, they've got an electric bus there, and we rode in that bus there, and they have that inductive charging station I was talking about. They parked underneath and charged it while we were in the bus there, so it's kind of interesting experience that. I suppose it was about a 5-minute stop and charged up, and we're on our way again. You know, so.
Yeah, because they're going to do a showcase, I know, out here, but eventually, yeah, you can, from what I've seen, they can do 5-minute charges on a bus, which is.
Passengers are all
My
little
cell
nervous.
phone doesn't charge in 5 minutes, so.
Passengers are all a little nervous. They had all this power coming down off this thing.
Yeah, it's
Like,
gotta be-
we're gonna get fried here.
That night, don't worry about it.
Well, it'll be a while, but,
Oh, yeah.
but we'll probably have the driverless buses before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be a whole other issue. but
Yeah.
That'll be some savings.
Well, the electric thing is
Lots of
good
it from
stuff,
that.
just the cost of it, you know, and all the infrastructure that, there's so much that goes on with that, you know. But,
Yeah, appreciate it.
I guess that's, about all I have, so.
Anything else? Brian, any?
Nobody signed.
Okay. Anything from any commissioners? All right, seeing none, we are adjourned then at 4:21. All right. That's good.
Thank you.
You almost missed the whole meeting by coming late. You know? I was just trying to make it worth your while.
Appreciate that.
Craig, what's this weekend?
I am.